Crime is an act or omission that is prohibited by law and is punishable by the state. In simple words, crime means doing something that the law forbids or failing to do something that the law requires. Every immoral or sinful act is not necessarily a crime. An act becomes a crime only when it is declared as an offense by law and a punishment is prescribed for it. Therefore, crime is considered not merely a wrong against an individual but also a wrong against society because it disturbs public peace, security, and social order. The state prosecutes the offender on behalf of society, even when the victim is a private individual. From a legal point of view, crime is an offense against the law of the land. From a sociological point of view, crime is behavior that violates the accepted norms and values of society. From a moral point of view, crime may involve conduct considered ethically wrong, although every immoral act is not punishable by law. Thus, the legal definition is the most important because only those acts which are recognized by law can be treated as crimes. The essential ingredients of a crime are necessary elements that must exist before a person can be held criminally liable. The first essential ingredient is a human being. Only a person who is legally capable of committing an offense can be held liable, although companies and other legal persons may also be punished for certain offenses. The second ingredient is actus reus, which means the guilty act or unlawful omission. It refers to the physical element of the crime, such as stealing property, causing injury, or intentionally failing to perform a legal duty. A person cannot usually be punished merely for having criminal thoughts unless those thoughts are accompanied by an unlawful act. The third essential ingredient is mens rea, which means the guilty mind or criminal intention. Generally, a crime requires that the accused had a guilty intention, knowledge, recklessness, or negligence while committing. The fourth essential ingredient is injury or harm. Every crime results in some form of harm either to an individual, property, public order, or society as a whole. The injury may be physical, financial, emotional, or social. The fifth essential ingredient is a legal prohibition and prescribed punishment. An act can be treated as a crime only if the law specifically prohibits it and provides punishment for its commission. This follows the principle nullum crimen sine lege, meaning there can be no crime without law. Crimes may be classified in different ways. One common classification is based on the seriousness of the offense. Minor offenses are less serious and generally carry lighter punishments, whereas major offenses involve grave harm to society and attract severe punishments such as long-term imprisonment or, in exceptional cases, death penalty. Another classification is based on the nature of the offense. Crimes against the human body include offenses such as murder, culpable homicide, assault, kidnapping, and causing hurt. Crimes against property include theft, robbery, dacoity, extortion, criminal breach of trust, cheating, and mischief. Crimes against women include rape, sexual harassment, stalking, acid attacks, dowry-related offenses, and cruelty by husband or relatives. Crimes against children include kidnapping, trafficking, child labor, sexual abuse, and abandonment. Crimes against public tranquility include unlawful assembly, rioting, and affray. Crimes against the state include waging war against the government, sedition-related offenses where applicable under current law, espionage, and terrorism. Economic crimes include money laundering, tax evasion, corruption, bank fraud, and financial scams. Cyber crimes include hacking, identity theft, online fraud, phishing, cyberstalking, ransomware attacks, and unauthorized access to computer systems. Environmental crimes include illegal mining, water pollution, air pollution, deforestation. Another important classification is between cognizable and non-cognizable offenses. In cognizable offenses, the police can register a case and arrest the accused without prior permission from the court because such offenses are generally serious. In non-cognizable offenses, the police require the permission of the magistrate before beginning investigation or making an arrest. Crimes are also classified as bailable and non-bailable offenses. In bailable offenses, the accused has a legal right to be released on bail. In non-bailable offenses, grant of bail depends upon the discretion of the court after considering the facts and circumstances of the case. Another classification is compoundable and non-compoundable offenses. Compoundable offenses are those in which the victim and the accused may legally settle the dispute with the permission of law. Non-compoundable offenses cannot ordinarily be settled privately because they are considered serious offenses affecting society at large. Various kinds of crimes are found in modern society due to changing social, economic, and technological conditions. Violent crimes involve the use of physical force against another person, such as murder, rape, and robbery. Property crimes are committed to obtain money or property illegally without necessarily causing physical injury to the victim. White-collar crimes are committed by educated and influential persons during the course of their occupation or business and include fraud, corruption, insider trading, and corporate crimes. In conclusion, crime is a legally prohibited act that threatens individuals as well as society. It consists of essential elements such as a human offender, a guilty act, a guilty mind, injury, and legal prohibition. Crimes can be classified in many ways depending on their seriousness, nature, mental element, and legal procedure. Understanding the classification and kinds of crimes helps in the proper administration of criminal justice.